the Brian Albert section, for instance, starts with,
First line.
Brian Albert did not have a good reputation among his fellow police officers.
Fact. Or I don't know, fact.
He was known as a bully, someone with a history of sucker punching fellow officers, particularly when he was drinking.
Oh, man. Okay.
So it starts there that he's violent, known to be violent by people, even in law enforcement, that he'd been heavily drinking the day in question, that it's his house.
Yep.
So he was there, that it's his dog, and that he is good friends with one of the other third-party culprits in the case. The witnesses that they're going to bring in to talk about Brian Albert's violence are fellow cops, and one of them,
Bring him in willingly?
was apparently punched by, he was Brian Albert's partner, and he was punched by Brian Albert. So another piece of this motion is that the police never investigated these people properly. All right?
Okay.
That's important. We know that they didn't. There's evidence they didn't in the Proctor texts when someone said, is Brian Albert going to get caught up in this? And then Proctor responded, nope, the homeowner is a Boston cop too. Brian Albert, by the way, had been drinking since the day before, because the day before he went to that funeral in New York for that other cop, and all the cops went out drinking after. The night of the waterfall incident, that when they all met at the waterfall, he had been at a bar before that.
Okay.
He'd been drinking like a lot.
Okay.
So that's important to know.
I will say that I do admire the fact that he drank so much, yet was still able to perform later that night.
And pocket dial.
Yes.
Pocket dial Brian Higgins. So good at sex. That he knew in the moment that he had butt dialed Brian Higgins, because he had the presence of thought to get his phone wherever it was in his pocket while he was wearing his pants. I don't know. And notice he was butt dialing and then turn the phone, like hang up the call after like 20 seconds or whatever.